Hello and welcome to new broadcast on TayNinhTV newspaper and radio television station with some latest events in the province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, on the morning of June 23rd, the Central Steering Committee for the Development of Science, Technologies, Innovation, and Digital Transformation have a convened to broadly implement a plan to promote integrated, synchronous, rapid, and efficient digital transformation to meet the requirements of restructuring the political system organizational apparatus. The conference was connected online to province and city nationwide. Politburo members and permanent members of the Party Central Committee, Secretariats Trần Cẩm Tú, chairs and directed the conference.
Attending the conference attending Provincial Party Committee Hall, there was Provincial Party Secretary and Chairman Provincial People's Council Nguyễn Minh Hùng and Acting Chairman of Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Hồng Thanh. At the conference, the Central Party Committee member and Deputy Chief of the Party Central Office Phạm Gia Túc said that the implementation roadmap for the plan to promote the integrated, synchronized, rapid and efficient digital transformation aligned with the reorganization of the political system apparatus will be carried out in the two phases. Specifically, urgent phase until June 30th of 2005 focuses on removing the bottlenecks and ensuring the two-layer local government system. The two-level local government system operates smoothly, continuously and effectively after the emergence. Breakthrough phase until December 31st of 2005 aims to address fundamental issues and build a foundation for the future. In his directed speech at the conference, the Politburo member and permanent secretariat member Trần Cẩm Tú emphasized that the entire political system must fully grasp and seriously implement the following stance. Act with the high determination, right efforts, unity and urgency, recognizing this as a pressing task, ensuring synchronization, interconnection, unity, shared and connected data usage. Every solution must ultimately aim to improve the operational efficiency of the organization apparatus, placing the people and businesses at the center of service, ensuring the faster, more efficient and cost-effective outcomes. Supporting software must be simple, integrated and user-friendly. At the same time, localities must focus on investing in and complete infrastructure and data systems to ensure that from July 1st of 2005, the two-level local government system can operate smoothly, continuously and effectively both merchants.
On the afternoon of June 23rd, the government have a nationwide online conference in Hanoi to review the first 6 months of 2025 and summarize the peak campaign to prevent and suppress smuggling, trade fraud, counterfeit goods, and intellectual property rights violations. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính chairs the conference, which were connected online to provinces and cities across the country.
At TayNinhTV Point, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee and Head of Provincial Steering Committee Re-H-Night, Mr. Trần Văn Chiến, attended along with representatives from various departments and sectors. According to the report from the Standing Office of the National Steering Committee Re-H-Night, in the first half of 2025, smuggling, trade fraud, and counterfeit goods remain complex and widespread across many key areas, including the province. In the first 6 months of 2025 and during the peak campaign to combat smuggling, trade fraud, counterfeit goods, and intellectual property violations, authorities nationwide detected and handled over 49,700 violations. The total amount collected for the state budget exceeded 6,459 billion Vietnam dong, with nearly 1,900 criminal cases prosecuted involving over 3,200 individuals.
As the rainy season officially begins, TayNinhTV has experienced heavy rainfall since the early June of 2025. However, the crop development remains stable. The summer-autumn rice crop has been sown on schedule with no flooding reported, and over the past 2 weeks, over 500 hectares of crops have shown signs of pest infestation, but only at mild levels. Around 200 hectares of rice have been affected by the pests such as small leaf rollers, rice blacks, and bacterial leaf blights. About 190 hectares of vegetables have sown the past like thrips and green caterpillars. And for fruit trees, nearly 100 hectares are affected by the common pests such as citrus leaf miners and mealybugs on the custard apples, and cassava also is affected by the whiteflies, with 53 hectares showing the mosaic virus in Tân Châu district. Overall, the pest levels are low and not causing damage, so crop yields are expected to remain unaffected.
Ladies and gentlemen, this summer, students in Tây Ninh have enjoyed an experiential tourism program filled with exciting activities. More than just offering a healthy, recreational space, the program also has the children develop important life skills. They take on the roles of tour guide, learning about and introducing the historical and cultural values of their homeland.
The first stop of the journey was TayNinhTV, one of the province's most iconic tourist destinations, known for its unique architecture and fascinating history. Here, the students learn about the origins and development of the Cao Đài religion, which has existed for over a century. They got hands-on experience acting as tour guides, introducing others to the holy site's distinctive design. Leaving the holy site, the route continued to Gagan Asian Pagoda, another popular spiritual destination in Tây Ninh. The students were guided by tour leaders who shared insights about the temple's antique architecture and the harmony between nature and humans in this peaceful 100-year-old space. The journey also offers a memorable experience at Vạn Linh Hương incense-making facility in Trường Tây Camille Hoa Tân Thảo. The children observe the incense-making process, a long-standing traditional craft tied to Vietnamese spiritual life. They also took part in its production stage, gaining a deeper appreciation for human labor, the value of preserving traditional crafts, and national cultural heritage. The tour continued to historic architectural landmarks in Tây Ninh City, such as the over 130-year-old French spiral mansion of provincial chef Nguyễn Văn Kiên. His students explored the fusion of French and local design and listened to historical stories linked to the house and the old Sultan of Vietnam. I feel that the famous places in my hometown are very unique, and I'm very proud of where I come from. I hope both domestic and international tourists will visit and learn more about Tây Ninh province. I found today's tour very fun and helpful. I love Tây Ninh very much. A special highlight of the program was the students acting as tour guides at each location. This was not only an active learning method, but also an effective way to help them remember historical and cultural knowledge in the long term, while developing public speaking skills and boosting confidence. In this 4.0 era, children are often exposed to TVs and phones. Participating in such summer programs helps them explore local history and culture. They can learn, play, and interact with peers. Letting the kids experience things like making incense or visiting famous sites such as the Holy See and Gagan Pagoda really helps them learn about Tây Ninh's landmarks. I think this experience is wonderful. The program concluded after a full day filled with laughter and valuable lessons. The journey offers students a reward understanding of Tây Ninh, contributing to cultural and historical education for the younger generation.
Turn to domestic news. Ladies and gentlemen, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính has recently directed that the restructuring and reorganization of local government at two levels must not delay or negatively affect ongoing tasks such as the nationwide program to eliminate temporary and dilapidated housing, the implementation of national key infrastructure projects, especially in the transportation sector, and the accelerations of public investment disbursement in 2025.
Reviewing the leadership directives and implementation of these programs, the Prime Minister acknowledged and praised the achievements that ministry sectors and localities have met through their dedicated efforts across the three major programs mentioned above. The Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính requests that the Minister, heads of departments and chairperson of Provincial People's Committees uphold a strong sense of responsibility and leadership, and they are to regularly review and urge the progress, promptly identify and resolve difficulties and obstacles in each project, especially key projects, and he emphasized the need to assign clarify individual responsibility and to consider public investment disbursement results as a key criterion in evaluating the annual task completion performance of each organization and individual.
The Ministry's Finance has organized a conference to gather feedbacks on the draft deregulating mechanism and policy for a public-private partnership (PPP) in science and technology, innovation, and digital transformation. This is expected to serve as an important legal foundation, creating new momentum for the development of national science and technologies.
Mr. of Finance Nguyễn Văn Thắng stated that currently, PPP industry remains limited due to the lack of flexible legal frameworks, incentives, and risk-sharing mechanisms. Therefore, the draft decree proposed several new regulations such as expanding forms of cooperation, increasing incentives, promoting decentralization, and simplifying investment procedures. Representatives from Vital, FPT, CMC, Vindrup, and various experts highly appreciated the urgency of the initiative and expressed their readiness to pursue it once the decree is officially issued.
The Minister of Science and Technology, Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, attended and spoke at the Science Conference on Technology, Innovation and Digital Transformation organized by the Vietnam Academy of Agriculture. In his remarks, the Minister emphasized the vital role of science and technology in the national development. He highlighted that continuous innovation, especially in agriculture and crucial sector for the Vietnam, is essential. According to the Minister, for Vietnam to overcome the poverty and become a stable income country, agriculture must undergo strong transformation with the science, technology, and digital transformation as its foundation.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Bình Phước, the durian harvest season is currently underway. This year, heavy rains have caused durian roots to become chalk inside and have thin flakes, creating difficulties for many orchard owners. Rice harvests and a number of traders have forfeited their deposits, refusing to build the brush.
Mr. Phạm Hải Nam's family cultivates 2 hectares of research durian, expecting to harvest about 30 tons of fruit. At the beginning of the season, traders placed a deposit of 100 million Vietnam dong to buy the entire orchard at 33,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram. However, when it was time for harvest, many durians has fallen to the ground level, but the traders still hesitated and did not come to pick the fruit. Reluctant to lose everything, Mr. Nam's family had to sell durian at 25,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram. The durian is ready for harvest and has been dropping for 4 or 5 days now, losing 300 to 450 kilograms daily. The traders have been silent. They want to wait longer, but the fruit is going bad. Yesterday, they came to talk and said they could return today to harvest, but they didn't. The season durian exports are facing difficulties. Additionally, continuous heavy rains in Bình Phước have caused the durians approaching harvest to be waterlogged, resulting in tough pulp and thin flakes, leading to lower prices. Currently, research durians are purchased at around 30,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram, while Tona durians is also as Thai durians, fetch between 60,000 to 70,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram. Consumers don't like durians that are tough inside, which greatly affects the market. Binful province currently has nearly 10,000 hectares of durian plantations, mainly concentrated in the districts of Phú Riềng, Bù Trăng, Bù Gia Mập, Lộc Ninh, and the town of Phước Long. In recent years, the durian cultivation area in the province has continuously expanded. The provincial agriculture sector has issued many recommendations, advising farmers not to expand planting areas too rapidly, but to follow zoning plannings, to suitable locations, and practice organic farming to ensure high economic efficiency and sustainable development. Since early June 2025, the number of import-export jobs cleared through Langsun's Portuguese has since a sharp increase. On June 19 alone, over 2,000 jobs were cleared, Langsun's highest single-day record to date. The boost clearance capacity, local authorities have implemented measures to shorten processing times and facilitate smoother custom procedures. Border forces have also extended working hours until 8 p.m. to speed up clearance and reduce vehicle backlogs. The Enjoy Da Nang Festival 2025 has taken place vibrantly in the beautiful central coastal city, attracting large numbers of locals and tourists to visit, enjoy, and explore. With a variety of engaging activities, the festival offers visitors a deeper insight into coastal culture through the artistic installation Stories of Da Nang Fishing Village. Participants could also try hands-on experiences such as net pulling, net weaving, basketball throwing, and crafting souvenirs from seashells. The highlight of the festival was the artistic kite show, featuring nearly 100 aerodynamically designed kites and LED-lit kites, several unique marine varieties, adding a spectacular visual element to the event.
The audience recently many young people from border areas in Gia Lai province have been tricked by promises of light work and high wages into illegal labor in Cambodia. After being exploited, beaten, and forced to commit illegal acts, many were luckily rescued by authorities and brought back home.
In 2022, the Klong village, Ia commune, Ia Krai district has shaken when 7 young men from the village were sold to Cambodia. Since then, the Gia Lai authorities have rescued dozens of more victims. When I returned, the border guard station and local police supported me with the money and have built a house and provided the work tapping rubber. After coordinating the rescue and return of these youths, the local authorities and armed forces help them stabilize their lives and in new houses or farms, and steady jobs have given them opportunities to develop through their own hands and efforts. Now these people have returned to the local area and the government cares for them with investment programs for housing and job creation to improve their living conditions. And the local government supports housing construction for families here. We assist with labor days for the community and introduce them to work at the 15 military groups, specifically Team 18 under the 15th groups. And from the commune to the provincial level, many programs have been launched focusing on the border areas, and forces coordinate to organize the communication, livelihood support, land allocation for the production, and vocational training also, and some victims have now become active community advocates. At home, I help my parents sometimes do high work like picking coffee or gathering firewood. And if someone invites me to go again, I advise them not to go. And even if friends invite me, I won't go. Among villagers that once suffered the right losses, fair has been restored. The red dirt plots now bear the footprints of helpful young people, and they are stumped but are now rising strongly and taking control of their lives on the very homelands that warmly welcome them back.
And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.